Okay. Well, I sat and watched the PBS um, uh, documentary on Amazon, uh, and the thing I'm most concerned about is the language that's used and the fallacies of misinterpretation of truth. It was quite evident out through the whole documentary. The things that these people were saying. The one at the guy at the end when he sat there and he said, "What was it exactly that he said? Oh, that forces have to be in place to do the forces. Human beings are a global unity movement of people. Okay. When they act in force, they become destructive to their very planet. Okay. And like I said, you screw it all up, you're part of a supernova, and all souls and molecular structures are mingling in an eternal hellfire until it evolves into a black hole. And that's definitely tangible. We've already fulfilled the book of Revelation by January 22nd, 2013. It's being ignored. It's December 11th, 2024. Okay, so it's entirely tangible that if we blow the whole, I've already told these guys this many times, we blow the whole planet up. And we're part of a raging supernova. We screw things up so bad. There's somebody, if I can't fuck her, nobody fuckers this place. Like one of those wackadoodles in the Middle East, or anybody who has access to nuclear weapons and shit. And if they feel like they have no power, they cannot manipulate people, they can't be in control. There are guys like that. There are women like that. Okay, Glenn Close from Fatal Attraction. If I can't fuck them, nobody can fuck them, right? And so there's no guarantees that we will have the rapture, that there's, how do you know you're talking to this in the future, Jesus in the future? Maybe it's a computer program. Maybe have you ever seen that on Big Bang Theory when Sheldon, no, not Sheldon, Leonard, puts the pencil there and then he does the thing. And that's so neat. It's a program. It's a hologram program. It's not as neat as you think it is. It can't turn into anything he wants it to. Just like the stuff on the Robert Downey Jr. movies. Okay? They're hologram programs. Okay? You're just basically knowing where to touch and how to touch to make the program display itself and to make it go, oh. It's a Christmas light show with people talking about how smart they are to it from reading from encyclopedia like Joey on Friends. About volcanoes in Vietnam and, Do you understand? Okay. That's all it is. Okay. And I know it upsets my dad when I talk about this. I got to quit talking to him about it. I sit there talking about writing books for money and reading, and it's totally overrated. Okay. It's completely overrated. And the one guy on the thing said, we all need books and selling books is good. Aside from the Bible and the Quran, which are the two most circulated books, Amy told me this about 10 years ago. Because they did a thing, a study about the circulation of books. The two most circulated books and read books in the United States or in the world is the Bible and then the Quran. Okay. After that was Mein Kampf and Turner's Bible. Turner's Bible is a white supremacist book. Okay. You think reading might be a tad bit overrated. The word became flesh. And there's a lot of people that don't believe in Jesus Christ. They don't believe he's the Messiah. Like Adam, Moses, David, and I don't know where it goes from there. But there are a lot of people that don't believe that Jesus was the living correction to the Sadducees and the Pharisees and the scribes. Like David was. And Moses was. Okay? The people that play tricks and manipulate people. And there were tons of linguistic errors on that almost 2-hour video. And I kept going, shit, Technology is getting more intelligent as far as understanding intelligence. Okay. And the one guy said, that we're intelligent. So that's not true. Intelligence is faithful and loves and maintains the gifts of life given to us by creation. And human beings cannot be creative. They can invent. And when you invent something that protects creation from people thinking they're being creative, then you're reflecting the beauty of a faithful human being such as myself or John or Haile Selassie or Judah Krishnamurti or Jesus Christ or Muhammad Mecca. Okay. Jesus is no greater than Moses and no less than Moses, but Jesus has a greater view of things than Moses did because there's more time that lapsed. Okay. And so when they explain this in the books, people say, oh, Jesus is the Alpha and the Omega. He's great. He's God. No, he just has, they had that where they said there was like Melchizedek is greater than Abraham or something like that. I can't remember, but it was in the Bible. And basically what they're saying is he has an extended view that the man before him didn't have. Okay? It just means that his perspective is greater, like Muhammad told me in prayer. He said, if you think it's all about you, we all step out from under you and bam, oh wow, okay. That's not good. That takes my whole view away, right? Break my ass, break my tailbone. Right? So you can't let your ego get the best of you. And one thing I've noticed about these poor kids in super tech and that is that they're exceedingly insecure. Just like Barack Obama they had on there too. They're exceedingly insecure. They want to be great problem solvers. And they want access to things they wouldn't regularly get access to if we stayed in a Kurt's world. We're the alpha males now on Halloween with the Big Bang Theory, right? Me, I don't want access to Penny. Don't want to have sex with me. I don't want to have sex with Penny. Okay? If she's more attracted to Kurt, go ahead. Okay? But if Kurt comes in my yard and tries to take the TV and don't, and and the truck, don't get all turned on when I knock his fucking ass out and then say, take him home, sit him down. And that's what happens with Earl. Trust me. Trust me. I love you. I have survived the worst torture and the worst abuse and manipulation and public scrutiny. They had that thing, and the guy on there, he said, Jeff Bezos with the Sanchez girl. And, oh, I've never seen anybody do this. Like, hello, I've been on YouTube and Facebook for how many years? We all know what happened in the Boy Wright bedroom. He got it from me. And other people like me. Yeah. I'm not the first person to be completely honest because I'm a truthful, faithful human being. King David. Abner's funeral. The first time you ever seen that. Go read the Bible. Abner's funeral. There you go. That's all he's doing. Only he's not doing it in the same circumstances, and he's not doing it for the same righteous cause. Protecting the children from barbarian, egotistical perception of human creation. All right, humans can only invent and manipulate. God is the essence of creation. If you take those things like me and Mike talked about at the soup kitchen with to create gravity and all that, it's not creating gravity. It's an invention that replicates creation, and creation gave you life, not your invention. Okay? And if you invent a robot to trap a synapses, like Marvin, I Love You, and Wall-E, it's going to be torture. Okay? Because of all the pain and suffering that we go through, can be minimized greatly, like Haile Selassie talked about. And I talked about with his dad too about Joseph Smith. Okay? Joseph Smith knew, he asked in prayer and revelation, talked to the spirit of Adam and Jesus, and said none of the churches in the United States are living Psalms or Proverbs and living like King David and King Solomon's Israel. And he kept going west to try to do it. And every time he went west, the United States government, who had people that want to be in charge, be capitalists, own the community, own the railway, own the farm, teach at the school, follow our rules, came and put them out of business. The most dangerous man in the world is you when you deny faith in the glory of God and try to enforce your ego on others. Okay? They saw me as the most dangerous man in the world. That's why I'm strictly almost anonymous. But I'm not dangerous. I'm the gracious good shepherd. Yeah, so. No, I went and I watched just like Mark Zuckerberg and the others and Bill Gates, who I saw on Big Bang Theory. They're immensely insecure. They're like Warren Buffett. Oh, I just want to do this. And Warren Buffett is insecure and manipulates people with money, and it makes him feel powerful. And he has access to sex and women that he wouldn't regularly have because he doesn't have quarterback face, and he can't run as fast as me or even Tyreek Hill, runner up. No, I was faster than he was. Oh yeah, I had freak him out. No, I was hauling. No, Leo Barker will tell you, that kid was moving so fast, his head was shaking. Yeah, I probably would have broke a 4 flat 40. That's how fast I was running if I hadn't have had empathy for, Jesus told me to do it. I swear it was because I looked over, my head was shaking, and then I turned to look to see what was up with Brian. It's like, gosh, I'm running so fast, how he's doing. I was beating the shit out of him, and we ran a 4.5, and I was about 5 yards ahead of him at 20 yards and eased up and let him catch me as I jogged to the end. We ran a 4.5. Okay. I ran like hell the first 20 and then jogged the last 20. Ran a 4.5. Yeah. Jogged the last 20 yards, right? Yep. I'd walk up and smack both was it the Williams kid and Tariq Hill on the way to the end zone, run past them, and look at that. Here he come. Boogada. And he ain't wearing no clothes. I could have shown off my physique, inviting public cheeks. You have such a smaller penis than the rest of us. Yes, I do, and I'm a grower, not a shower. Okay, you can't lie on your dick. That's what me and Patrick. Everybody poops, and you can't lie on your dick. That's me and Patrick. We always talk about that. And we talked about a lot of good things. He's a very intelligent man. And I'm very proud of the fact that when we talked about living the Lord's Prayer and it being right, that he completely agreed because it's absolutely right. I'm disappointed in the other kids because they won't acknowledge that, and they're telling me to stop standing up for it. And I know they want me to stop being abused, but the only way to stop abuse is to stand up for the Lord's Prayer. What would Jesus do? Right? So I love my kids, and I love my family. I just wish I could be as proud of them as I'm proud of Patrick, because he will, acknowledge it. Will he publicly do it? I don't know how much he'll be able to publicly with his current economic situation and his living situation with his woman, with his lady, Miss Davis, who's going to be Mrs. Parsons pretty soon. Yay, grandkids, yay! You two keep working on it. But yeah, me, I'm hanging in there. I'm hanging in there. I'm a tough guy, and I'm like the others that came before me. So we'll just keep fixing our language. So we listen properly, we speak properly, and we do properly. Because it's very important, because faithful love is going to save us from selfishness and egotistical conflict. Okay? I love you guys. We'll talk tomorrow.